Hello friends, this is your friend Professor Iqbal here, and once again I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, My Grammar Classes, a channel that is designed for most of the students who want to learn English grammar in a simple and easy language. Today's episode is all about how to prepare for an exam or how to take an exam. Now, soon you are going to take your exam, we know that, and after having received your request, I have made up a plan to make a video on it. So I will be suggesting you how to prepare and what to be done during the examination. This video will be divided into 3 points which are quite essential. The first point is before the exam, during the exam, second point, and the third point is after the exam. So this video will be divided into 3 essential points. The first point will be before the examination, what you have to do, and during the examination, what you have to do, and after the examination, what you have to do. So your paper time will be before, during, and after. So these are the 3 essential timings which you have to keep in the mind. So before the examination or before the paper, what you have to do is make a proper plan or arrange your studies well. This is what you have to do. Now once you arrange your studies well, this will give you a freedom to study that subject appropriately and thoroughly. And once you study that subject thoroughly, in the sense you will get a complete picture of that particular subject when you take the main examination. So arranging your studies well is very important. If possible, make a schedule. If possible, make a schedule and distribute a day for one particular subject. Likewise, all 6 subjects should consume all 6 days of a week, and then you have to follow the study. According to the day of that subject. And now, the second essential point is refer to many books. Okay, you may find number of reference book, including the website Google, which will give you enough information about that particular subject. Now, why you have to read widely? If you read widely, you will get a complete sense of that particular subject. You will get a complete picture of that particular subject content and matter. And this is something what an evaluator is expecting from you. Now, after having done this itself, now reference books are also there, not only Google reference books and many other books which are available in the market. If possible for you to buy, please buy them, read them, make your own points, and then only you have to read those points. Just you have to go through those points before the examination. Now, the second essential point is read the old question paper. Now, why you have to read the old question paper? Because you will come to know what will be there in the examination or during the paper. So referring to old question papers is also very essential point for everyone, and this will definitely benefit you. You will get a complete picture of what kind of question paper will be there. So marking scheme along with the question paper pattern will be made very clear to you if you refer to the old question paper. Okay, and it is said that 10 to 20% of questions are repeated. They are either altered or they are repeated as it is, and that is a plus point for any person who reads old question papers, before going to the main examination or main paper. Now, the third essential point is do not get nervous. Okay, we have found many students. As a professor of English, I have found many students, they get nervous before the examination or paper. Just stop reading before 15 minutes of your examination. If you read continuously up to the time of examination, what will happen? Or till the very time of examination, what will happen? You will be very confused, you will be nervous, you will be very confused, and you will forget all the things which you have already prepared for a long time. So this should not happen in case of you itself. So stop reading 15 minutes before or 13 minutes before the examination. This will give you a mental stability to keep your mind cool and happy and calm. So just 30 minutes or 15 minutes before, you should not read anything. If possible, just have a glance. And stop reading before 15 minutes of the main examination. And after all these points, the most essential point is your diet. Now, I have found many students, they are so busy in the examination that they ignore the food. See, if you ignore the food, your mind will not work. If your mind will not work, then whatever you have studied so far, that will not be properly utilized in the main examination. So, healthy diet, healthy body can produce good results. So, your diet should be well maintained and it should have proper nutritious value. So, to have a proper diet is also equally important before the examination. So after having gone through all these points, then only you will be able to take the main examination. So this is what I wanted to tell you, what you have to do before the main examination or paper. First, arrange your studies well. Second point, refer to many reference books if possible, and then even old question paper. The third point is that read old question paper, that will give you a complete picture of what will be there in the examination. The fourth point is don't get nervous. Stop reading before 15 minutes or 30 minutes of the examination. And next point is that is of your nutritious value. So your nutrition is equally important. The fourth point is have a well-maintained diet. If you have a well-maintained diet, then definitely that will help you in the main examination. And if possible for you to carry lemonade or any juice during the main examination, please carry that. Please carry that. That is something which will give you complete picture. Now this is something what happens before the examination. Now during the examination, what you have to do is, as soon as you get the question paper, read the question paper carefully and try to understand the question what is asked. Okay, students, they are so excited, they are so nervous and excited that they never read the question properly. And if you don't read the question properly, then what happens? That is something which will make you suffer. That will be the drawback of you as a student or as a person who is appearing for an examination. So read the question paper carefully and then only go for the answer, and observe the rules and regulations which are given there in the question paper. Now next point, attain the question which requires less time. Now attending question which requires less time will give you enough marks in short period. Suppose if you are taking an English exam or if you are taking an English paper, what you have to do is you have to go for the grammar section first, because grammar section doesn't require enough time. Okay, it will require less time. You will get more marks in less time. This is something you have to be smarter in order to write or give an examination. So the part which takes less time, that you have to opt first, and then you have to make your language simple and attractive. What an evaluator expects from you is your explanation. Your explanation should be to the point, and it should be simple and elaborative one, not exaggerative one. Do not make your language exaggerative one, and according to the rule of university, you have to make sure that there should be 7 words in a sentence. There should be 7 words in a sentence, and that is something which will give you good marks in the future. And after having gone through itself, simple language and elaboration, you have to maintain one point, that is conclusion. See, maintaining the point of conclusion or mentioning the point of conclusion will also give you an additional mark. It will give you 1 additional mark, and that is something which is very essential what you are going to do, and that is something which will make you different from other person who are going to give an examination. And the next important point is, after having gone through all this, check out all the questions, whether you have left or not, whether you have attempted or not. You have to check out all the questions which you have written. If you have written, there is no doubt. Sometimes what happens, we are so busy, we are so hurried, we are so excited, and what do? We don't attempt one or the other question, or sometimes we fail to write the question number appropriately. So this is something which we need to be careful about. If you don't be careful about this, then definitely you will lose marks. Many students, they don't get marks because they don't mention the question number correctly. So this should not happen from your side. That's why I am telling you, please check out the questions properly, whether you have written or not, and mention the question number appropriately or correctly. So this is something what you have to do during the examination. And now the last point which we have come to, after examination or after the paper. After the paper, what you have to do is you have to discuss with your friends whether your answers are correct or not. Sharing the ideas will really help you, will really benefit you. If you share your ideas with your friends, your teachers, then definitely you will come to know what you have done, how you have performed in the main examination. So sharing your ideas with your friends, your teachers will definitely give you a beneficial point in the future. Now the second point in after the examination is you have to calculate your percentage. You have to calculate your percentage. If you calculate your percentage, you will come to know how many marks and how much percentage you will be getting in the future, and that will give you a clear picture to arrange your or to plan your future perfectly. So this is something just I wanted to tell you as far as how to prepare for SETNET examination or how to prepare for a paper. So three essential points are there. The first one is what you have to do before the examination, what you have to do during the examination, and what you have to do after the examination. See, these are the smart skills. If you have these smart skills, then definitely you will achieve success. Thank you very much everyone for watching this video. May God bless you.